Hi everyone and welcome back. I'm Moa, aka Swedish Whiskey Girl, and today we're here with a fairly new single malt. So today we're talking about the 1770 whiskey, which is a distillery in Glasgow, which opened in 2014. And they actually took the name, the Glasgow Distillery, after a distillery that was also in Glasgow in 1770, which is why they called their range the 1770 whiskies. So this one that I have here is the 2019 release, and of course a massive thank you to 1770 Whiskey and Glasgow Distillery for sending me this bottle. It is one that I wanted to try for a really long time. I was actually in Glasgow a few weeks ago, and then I got the peated version as a mystery dram and really thought it was lovely and kind of a smooth and a nice kind of smoke to that one as well. But today we're trying this one, which has been matured on first fill ex-bourbon casks and then finished in virgin oak, so oak that hasn't been used previously to mature whiskey. Another cute little thing with this whiskey is that it's been distilled into copperpot stills that the distillery has named Tara and Mari. And this is an unpeated single malt, of course. But they have recently released their new one. So they have this 2019 unpeated release, then they have a peated one as well, and then now they have the triple distilled expression, which is quite interesting because you don't really see that many Scotch whiskies that are triple distilled, except for, of course, a few like Auchentoshan. So hopefully we'll get to try that one soon in the future. So this whiskey is a single malt, it's non-chill filtered, it's natural colour, and it's bottled at 46% ABV, and it's a non-age statement. But yeah, let's have a little nose. It has this lovely biscuity caramel note on the nose. Quite sweet and malty. Yeah, like salted caramel cookies perhaps. And a soft, earthy note. And it's almost a bit winey. Like it has this like wine elegance almost. And it also smells a bit like fresh wood, which is lovely. It's quite dense on the nose, like these lovely kind of oak notes married together with that caramel and that biscuity note. But yeah, let's have a little taste. Sanjava. Still quite malty on the palate. It has this kind of drying malty sensation, along with like that soft earthiness and the oak on the finish. It has this kind of, immediately when you try it, you get that malty note, which then just kind of grows and gets more of that oaky character. I mean, if you like an oaky whiskey, I think this is a really interesting one. It also has this kind of char element, almost like orange char. So I guess if you had like maybe an orange with sugar, and you kind of caramelize the sugars, and you got a little bit that kind of char soot on it, a little bit of that. Very fresh on the nose, very intriguing. Very warming. Has a slight spice as well, almost that kind of chili flavour note. But sweet, and it's gentle in a way. It has very gentle flavours, but in the middle is that kind of big oakiness with a bit of that tannin bitterness that just like it keeps growing. It's like this little ball that starts off being, and then it just grows, which is quite amazing. This is quite an orangey dram for me. You know how much I love my colours. Also has this kind of nutty orange note, like almost hazelnutty, and then that orange peel, like the orange peel influence you would get in maybe an old fashioned, but with that kind of nuttiness instead. Yeah, so it's more that kind of orangey fruitiness in it. It is interesting that these guys have started as the first distillery in Glasgow for over 100 years. But of course you do have distilleries close to Glasgow, like Glengoyne and Auchentoshan as well. And then of course we have the newcomers Clydeside, which will soon have spirits that you can call whisky. So it's interesting with these kind of newer distilleries that kind of pop up all over the country. It's very curious to see what they're doing, and of course the Glasgow Distillery Company also do gin and vodka, and I know there's a rum distillery in Glasgow as well, so I'd love to kind of just go over and explore them more. But I mean, I know you can't really judge the whiskey on the bottle. I think this is a lovely bottle. It has this lovely design. It says Glasgow at the bottom there as well. I'm a bit of a sucker for packaging and design because I think it's nice to have an element that is kind of visually stunning and something that's nice to pour out of, something that's nice sitting on your shelves. But please let me know what you think. Do you think packaging is important, or do you not care at all? Of course, I would love to hear what you think. Have you managed to try the Glasgow Distillery 1770 2019 release, the Unpeated one? Or is there perhaps another distillery that is closer to your heart? Please let me know in the comments below. I want to say, as always, a massive thank you to my Patreons. You guys are amazing and I'm so happy that you want to continue to support me. And of course, I hope you all have an absolutely lovely day and you get some nice sunshine and summery vibes now. Slán